right here on the Fan Cave Sports Talk.
The Fan Cave.
What
All right,
cave?
this is a special,
Fan Cave Sports Talk.
special little quick little take on the Buffalo Bills signing Josh Allen to a contract extension. So I'm here by myself. I'm normally with my cousin Brad, who is not on real quick, but I got the time to do it real quick, so I'm gonna do it. So we're gonna talk about Josh Allen real quick and his contract extension. As you can see, it's the bottom of the screen. Your boy got paid.
Josh Allen got paid.
He got paid.
$250 million contract, $150 million guaranteed. So
That's good bread. That's good bread. Now, me personally, I don't know how you guys feel about the extension or how you feel about him getting that money, but me personally, I felt like they jumped the gun on it. You know what I mean? And what I mean by that is I feel like I wanted to see 2 years of consistent play from Josh Allen. I guess he must be looking that good in camp, because if that's the case, that's why he got his bread. Because, I mean, from what I've been hearing in the reports at camp from various people who are there and what I saw at camp myself, the ball looks to be there more accurately. It's on time. He's putting it in a place where no one else can catch it but the receiver. And I think they were like, yo, they got a little, you know what I mean? They got a little emotional. You know what I mean? It does concern me because we all know the history of the Buffalo Bills. They're giving these contracts out a little bit too early.
Yep.
They give it to Tyrod, and they pull it back. They give it to Fitzpatrick, and they pull it back. You know what I mean? They give it to Rob Johnson, and they pulled it back. Like,
please don't talk about that.
So, like, I wanted to see more. I feel like they rushed it. I didn't feel like they had to do it this year. They didn't have to do it, right? He was going to get paid bread no matter what. Even if he became MVP of the league this year, okay, if you had to pay him $2 million more, okay, that's what you had to pay the man. Like, but man, if he earned it throughout the rest of the season, and you saw the man put up the numbers that was MVP, pay the man. Marcel Darius, he's another person, not just at the quarterback position, but it's just, I just think they jumped the gun on it. But they did it. They locked him in. I don't know, man. And I hope that they made the right decision.
I think they made the right decision. I think that, you know, this is not the same as a Fitzpatrick. I mean, Josh Allen went to his first playoff.
Why isn't it?
Because 2 years ago he went to the playoffs. I mean, they had that meltdown in the second half, and then
going to the
last year,
playoffs does not guarantee you nothing though.
But then last year the AFC Championship, and then how he's looking now, I can't say it felt like Fitzpatrick, because it's like Fitzpatrick won like 7 straight games and we gave him a big contract. That was like a whole different thing. That's different than what's happening with Josh.
It's different, but still, it's not that. It's the history of jumping the gun. Like, you know what I mean? It's just the history of jumping the gun. You can't jump the gun. Like, Lamar Jackson didn't get his contract yet. Baker Mayfield didn't get his contract yet. Let's relax here and let's wait. Because if he had a bad year this year, his number probably would have came down, right?
You gotta keep in mind.
If it up, and even Josh Allen said, they're not paying me for what I've done. They're paying me for what they think I'm going to bring to the franchise, right? So that's a bad way for a business to really, you know what I mean? Because I don't think he was going anywhere. Let's be honest. Like, you know what I mean? You need 2 years of consistent play. We need to show us for 2 straight years. The last year wasn't an anomaly, right? You know what I mean? Especially at the quarterback position, because now if he's injured, money is tied up. If he plays bad, money is tied up. Like, you know what I mean? And I feel like if he was going to play at a $250 million play this year, then we would have gave it to him next year.
Well, he didn't. His contract.
He's actually signed for the next 8 years?
Right. This contract doesn't start for another 2 years, right?
Okay.
So he's actually locked up. He's still going to be under his rookie deal for the next 2 years, and then that contract starts. So keep that in mind too. So this also gives room, flexibility for them to sign Edmonds, and for them to lock him in, because, you know, he came in the same year as Josh Allen. So keep that in mind too. So, you know, a lot of things got to be considered with the guys coming in, freeing up certain cap space, and it's really not going to hit us. It's not going to hit the cap until another 2 years. So I think it was smart to do.
I mean, is it smart? So what would have been the downside is if they put it off to the end of the season?
It is. It essentially is because the contract doesn't start for another 2 years.
It doesn't matter. He still signed for. He wasn't signed for 8 more years. I mean, for 6 more years. So
Yeah.
tell me, if they had waited to the end of the season, I want to know what would have been the downside of just waiting.
I'm sure Brandon Bean know better than we do on this one, bro. It's probably some financial
I
situation.
mean, we said that about every single GM before him. Oh, they must know something that we don't know, and then they didn't know anything we didn't
Well,
know.
yeah, well, we had some real incompetent GMs. Like, come on, let's keep it
But yeah,
real.
but that's hindsight. We saying that in hindsight, right?
I think a lot of us knew that back then. We knew Doug
Well,
Whaley wasn't what he's supposed
We
to.
knew Fitzpatrick. I always said I didn't want. I just feel like give me one more year, because if he plays a little lower, if he plays a little less than last year, then that's cool. We get a discount, right? Don't you want a discount at quarterback? But then he would have came back in. But then again, the funny thing about it is they come back in for these renegotiations. Yo, I outplayed my contract, so I want something better than what I got, right? So then we would have been in that type of situation, and maybe that's why they just did what they did to say, you know what, it's going to look ugly on us if he has to come back and renegotiate with us. You know what I mean? And let's just do it now. Let's just do it now. Get it over with. We know what our room is going to be like when it comes to how much money we're going to bring to the table, because we have our quarterback signed, so we know what our budget is, and maybe that's their way of just establishing their budget for the next 8 years.
Yeah, that's what I think. And shout out to the Joker, man. The Joker said the Bills will win the Super Bowl this year. Don't
Wow,
believe me, just watch. Don't believe me, just watch, Joker. And make sure
I
y'all go
like that.
watch
I
Joker's
like that.
show
But
tomorrow, 11 p.m. Go watch Joker's show tomorrow,
right, I think
Underground
there's been an
Lounge,
adjustment on that show. I think it's now starting at 10:30 p.m.
10:30.
Eastern time.
Okay,
Is that
10:30.
correct, Joker? Correct me if I'm wrong. But I believe he did hit me up and tell me that it's going to start at 10:30 now. So this breaking news is breaking earlier, actually, but the news about Josh Allen's contract extension, I have to say I'm happy. I'm a fan of Josh Allen. At the end of the day, he is one of, if not the most talented physically quarterbacks in the NFL. And that's just proven with his legs and with his arm. He is the best physical
Yeah.
quarterback we may have even seen ever, right?
I'm afraid of that too because when we saw this in the practice, we saw a lot of that running Josh Allen out of the back. I don't want to see that too much, man. Not with the bread we just put down.
It's a part of it though, because think about it. On the ground, nobody scored more rushing touchdowns than Josh Allen for the last 3 years. Okay, so I kind of want to see. He has to get them touchdowns on the ground. He had what, 8 on the ground last year, if not 9. Them touchdowns matter, bro. In them red
Yeah.
zones, when them little running backs that we got that's not getting in there, Josh Allen. All right, 10:30 p.m. Eastern time. You heard that for the Joker show tomorrow. We're gonna talk a little.
Carol,
It's a hip
he
hop show.
wants
We're
you
gonna talk
there.
hip hop.
He wants
I
you
will be
there.
there. I will be there. I will be there on that show tomorrow. I'm
10:30
looking. I'm looking forward to that, 'cause I got some
controversy
opinions about hip
Carl.
hop. I got to
Controversy
bring the
Carl and the
controversy.
Joker.
I know.
I look
We're gonna
forward to
work about.
watching
You
that.
know what? We're gonna work on this controversy show too. I want you on that too, Joker. If I get the chance to get this controversy show started. But Josh Allen, my man, I like him. The man is a beast, all right. And if he keeps on that trajectory that he's on right now, we might be ecstatic to have the best, one of the best, if not right now. We got top 5 quarterback in the league. When's the last time we could really say that since Jim Kelly? We haven't been able to, right? You know what I mean? So
Flutie, maybe.
Flutie wasn't top 5 in the league at that time. No way. He might have been top 15.
I want to say he became top 5. I won't say he started off as top
Not
5.
during that time. During that time, you still had dudes like Favre. You had Kurt Warner, who was in the league doing his thing. Like, you have boys. You had Favre, Warner, Manning, Brady. No.
Brady didn't emerge yet. Brady didn't emerge
Brady,
yet.
you're right. Okay, Brady
No,
didn't emerge. You still
he
had
didn't emerge
Favre.
yet.
You had Kurt Warner. Maybe Kurt Warner hadn't emerged yet either.
He didn't emerge yet either. That was the greatest show on turf year.
So what are we talking about? 99, 1999?
99. Yeah.
Yeah.
Flutie
I still don't
was
think he was top 5.
He was top 5.
I'm
Peyton
gonna go
Manning
back.
was there.
We'll bring that up on the show. On the next show next time. Because I really wanted to focus this quick little 15 minutes on Josh Allen and just talk about how awesome he is. We can bring up and like he said, some of the takes from Josh Allen, quotes from him is the team did not pay me for what I've done in the past. They paid me for the championship I'm about to bring. That's some confidence right there, right? So not only is the team showing confidence in him, but he's showing confidence in himself. That's saying, I'm about to bring that championship here. And I have to say, you mentioned it the other day on the Fan Cave, we do have the hungriest team in the NFL. I don't think any team wants it as bad as these Buffalo Bills. You know what I mean? Now it's just really ready now to put it on the field. You got to put it on the field. Show us how hungry. Don't make the mistakes. Get these points that Josh Allen, you got paid. Show them your money.
Can
Show
you
them like,
imagine?
yo,
Can you
why they
imagine?
paid me.
Can you imagine a tenacious defense with that offense last year? Can you imagine a
that pass rush?
tenacious defense?
That pass rush, which we saw a lot of games, we didn't really see, like nobody getting there. I guarantee you this year. I guarantee you there will be more sacks this year. I guarantee you that. You know what I mean? Now it's just
We got to stop
the
the run
secondary
too.
hasn't really changed.
We got to stop
Besides
the run
Josh
too.
Norman being gone.
Thank God.
So that's fine. But he wasn't really a liability as a receiver. I mean, as a cornerback. So I don't really know if you're saying thank God. I think we might be able to use Josh Norman right now.
We got a lot of young corners. We got a lot of young corners. McDermott was a corner.
But they're
Don't forget
unproven.
that.
They're unproven. I think we may need to sign a veteran. Because right now, I don't know if you've been paying attention to the camp, but right now Dane Jackson I heard he's been being cooked. I heard Dane Jackson getting cooked out there. Levi Wallace is Levi Wallace. I haven't heard anything in camp about him taking a step forward, but most of these touchdowns and these plays that's being made, some of them actually happened on Trey White, but I think he's just chilling. But Dane Jackson, you got something to prove, bro. You got something to prove. Otherwise, we need a veteran corner. And this team has been known to sign veteran corners.
Yeah, well, McDermott gonna have a good hold on the secondary. The secondary really never been the problem. Problem always been that front seven. Can't stop the run.
I wouldn't say that's been a problem, but especially with Starback, it's going to free up a lot of stuff. And we got added pass rushers with man. It's going to be hard even to make this team on defense with F.A. Ibada. You got Boogie Basham. You got Rousseau. You got A.J. Epinesa has been a star in camp too. He's been leading. Some of the reporters are predicting that he will lead the team in sacks. Jerry Hughes has been injured, so he hasn't really been out there. So imagine when he gets ready to be out there. And Addison's been doing his thing too. The defense has looked pretty good, and but keep in mind too, Deion Dawkins hasn't been in camp, so maybe that might change when Deion Dawkins gets back. So they might be just playing that rookie Spencer Brown at left tackle or right tackle, I'm sure. So we'll see what happens with that. But Josh Allen gets his contract. They all in on him. They all in on their quarterback. We don't got to worry about it no more. He is their quarterback. So we got to be all about Josh Allen developing. We got to be all about protecting him. We got to be all about all of that. And do we stop him from running now that he's worth all this money? Is that what you're saying? Stop him from running completely?
I think not stop him from running, but I don't think we should do too many design runs, especially not in preseason and things like that, practice.
Oh, preseason, he's not going to. I think now, I don't think he's going to touch the field. That's what's so scary about this. Like we having him for 8 years. Like it's scary to see if he goes down. Like, you know what I mean? But Mitchell Trubisky has been a standout in camp though as well. He's played very good in camp, so that's pretty good too. But we don't want to wish anything bad or even think about Josh Allen because he is our dude. Now I can safely go and buy. I could have did it last year too, a Josh Allen jersey. It's been hard for me for years about buying a jersey because I haven't known, like, man, dang, which player do I know is definitely going to be here, right? Josh Allen is definitely going to be here, okay?
Yeah.
Josh, don't get no massages. Don't do nothing. Don't do nothing, bro.
Don't pull a Deshaun Watson. Come on, bro.
Please do not go get no massages. Please do not go do anything. Don't even look at nobody. You know what I mean? Because we don't need it. We don't need it. We do not need it. So congratulations to Josh Allen. Congratulations to the Buffalo Bills for finding their franchise quarterback. It has been a long, long road, right?
Yeah.
You excited, bro?
I'm very excited, man. Make sure all the fans out there, Make sure you subscribe on YouTube. Make sure you tune in tomorrow
Yes.
to the Underground Lounge with the Joker. Controversy Carl will be there. Make
That's
sure
right.
y'all subscribe. That's the only way y'all gonna get the notification. Subscribe,
Right.
subscribe,
And
subscribe.
we may be moving for to get more listeners on YouTube. We may be moving to just limiting just to YouTube so we can get y'all over there. We need y'all over there on YouTube. So you can find this show particularly on YouTube. You can even comment on YouTube. And we need you guys to like and subscribe on the YouTube IBP Media, the Fan Cave Sports Talk. And this one obviously will be a hashtag Josh Allen, hashtag Big Buffalo Bill signing, quarterback signing, whatever hashtag we got to do to get these listeners over there on YouTube. So thanks for tuning in with me. You'll see me on Tuesday for sure on the Fan Cave again on our regular show. And we may have some more breaking news throughout the week that I might come on, or my cousin or the cousin Brad will come on, and he'll come on and tell you about some of the breaking news that we got going on here. All right. So signing off. I'll see you guys later this week. You're gonna see me tomorrow if you listen to the Joker Show, The Underground, at 10:30 tomorrow. Peace.